Morning, it's Jake from RawUtah. Right behind me is the rosemary, and there's so many bees on it right now that you can hear them, hopefully. I'm going to put the camera a little closer and see if you can catch what's going on here. The rosemary has probably been the biggest blessing to the garden because it's probably the biggest attractor of beneficials right now. Bees is what I mean. And I'm going to turn and show you what's going on in the garden because it's flowered up. It's a beautiful day here in southern Utah. Look at all this color. The kale has completely flowered up, and I have to tell you, it's probably one of the most gorgeous smells in the garden. And I'm going to quickly cruise around and show you all the different flowers. Beautiful birds today. You can see directly beyond there, the mountains that are surrounding our valley are still snow-capped. We're still expecting a couple freezes this week. Possibly, hopefully not. But this is arugula. Look at this gorgeous blossom. Very tasty. I'll show you a couple of my favorite blossoms. This is the tatsoi blossoms. Also very good. And one of the most beautiful smells I've ever smelled. See if I can get some better views of all the beautiful colors right now. Here's the lettuce beds. But things are starting to flower up. Just wanted to show you some of the beautiful blossoms right now, and I wish the sniffle meters were on these, or on these cameras. Maybe Flip will come out with that, or someone will, but amazing smells. Here's the garlic today. Getting taller. And these other raised beds, the carrots and the onions, everything's kind of starting to come in. We've continued to put straw mulch around all the trees so that they'll retain moisture through the summer. And I'll just show you over the fence line real quickly. We'll just cruise through. The orchard, I should really call it a food forest, but here's the Siberian sea buckthorn. I've got 4 of them planted. Over here's the male, and we've got a couple females. Beautiful thing about them is they nitrogen fix, provide berries. You can see all the clover coming up underneath them, and the swell is also starting to really become a clover patch. So you don't see the swell anymore, but it's really grabbing a lot of water. And here's the front yard food forest as it's starting to come in a little more. You can see the berries at the front are all leafing out heavily now. And down the street, they're building a house while we're building this food forest. So let's see. Let me take you back in the back. Oh, look at the raspberries. I am so excited about raspberries. Gonna build a little support system for these guys soon. Here's the blackberries. Here's the beginning of the support system for the blackberries. And as I cruise down, I'll just kind of go to the right and left, show you what's going on. Here's the celery. The onions kind of struggled with the cold temps. I didn't mulch this bed, so that could have had something to do with it, but here comes the celery. And here's the 21st century, I think it's called 21st century Asian pear. I tend to forget all these names as I go along, but I'm just going to walk around the dome real quickly and show you this rosemary again. Isn't that gorgeous? I really need to get some hives going. But here's the fig. This is the Black Mission fig starting to come on. Oh, and turn back around. Raspberry wall. There's a little raspberry coming on. I'm going to do another support system there for raspberries. And here's the brown turkey fig starting to come on. See if I can get a shot down the backyard here. Finally got the soil done on these last beds. You can see I'm continuing to mulch the areas that have heavy grow areas. And I'm so grateful the comfrey's all coming back. See, it's starting to leaf out pretty heavy. Okay, this was fun. This took me a couple weeks to get this in motion, but this drip system, I went with the drip tape. I've experimented with all sorts of different kind of drip systems. So with these beds, I went with this drip tape. It's real simple. Just came off a sprinkler line, ran it up, got a little ball valve to control pressure, and it's just so simple that's why I like this method, because you just run a straight line down the side and then little feeder lines that feed the bed. This is full of fingerling potatoes, French fingerlings, Peruvian purples, all those goods. And over here to my left, this is Isai. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is Isai kiwi. And she is happy. Look at that. Really hardy variety from what I'm noticing. I've got a couple different varieties. I'll just glance to the left here and show you what's going on. Little radishes, turnips, mixed stuff coming in. Just a quick crop I wanted to do before I plant tomatoes and other such goodies for the summer. Some cauliflower. Down in here is Pasha. It's a male Arctic Beauty kiwi. It's hopefully going to come along, but a little more sensitive to cold, I'm noticing. I'll keep you updated on that one. To my right, another bed, planting a bunch of stuff this week. Over here, more acai kiwi. It's a hardy kiwi. And probably going to do hardy kiwi on these support trellises and let them come up to the top of the T-bars and leaf out on the sides here. And that's supposedly where the berries will be big producers, is off the sides of the T's. And oh, look at the blueberry crop. Bunch more to get in the ground still this week. Just bought these guys, but this is last year's crop. Finally got them in big pots, and they're starting to really berry up. Come on, berries. Okay, this is the newest part of the food forest. We've got Hansen, bush cherry, and a peach. This was given to me by a friend from her farm, and she ate the peach and grew it from a little baby. So this is a really special little peach, supposedly very delicious variety. Okay, this is where all my gojis are going to go, is over, well, at least a few of them, is this side of the yard. I'm going to intersperse them along this whole back side, maybe even take out that bush up there. Okay, let's see, currants. Got a bunch of currants in here, golden currant, Cape gooseberry, and jostaberry. Some mixed currant families there. Let's see, more soil mixing going on, as always. Almost got all the beds in. So it's been quite a process just getting the beds done, the drips, the soil, and for almost a 2-year process now. So I'm just excited to get all the different food crops in here now. Okay, so that's kind of a quick update of what's going on here in the food forest here in southern Utah. I just want to show you one of my favorite things right now is the strawberries. And they're starting to, I've got them everywhere. I've got them, see, I've got pine trees all around the yard, so I've got them growing them under the pine trees, and I'm growing them in pots. They were my favorite last year, and not quite right, but still sweeter than any berry you can buy in the store. And just urging them along. Noticing that the rock dusts really help those guys. They love rock phosphate. And just want to show you that blossom again. Love it. Have fun growing your own.